Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my updated Game Week 1 draft, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, how is your Game Week 1 team looking right now, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the goalkeepers. I've gone with Dubravka and Sells at the moment. I'm not completely settled on this. I keep chopping and changing my goalkeepers depending on what defenders I have, but I do quite like the combination of Dubravka and Sells. Obviously, with that confirmation of the signing of Dubravka to Burnley, I feel like he's going to be in a lot of people's teams. He's only 26.5% ownership at the moment, but I think as we gradually get closer to Game Week 1 this weekend, that number will steadily rise. A lot of people are going to go two 4.5 mil goalkeepers instead, which obviously there's nothing wrong with. But at the same time, I feel like to get the most out of that second goalkeeper option, to go for a 4 mil number one playing goalkeeper, I feel like you just can't really do better than that. And it also allows me to bring in a better goalkeeper as well. Instead of having two 4.5s, I've gone for a 4 mil and a 5 mil. And that 5 mil goalkeeper is currently Matt Sells. I do really want a Forest defender going into Game Week 1. Pre-season, I'm a little bit worried about us going forward. We scored 1 goal in 7 games, which is terrible. But from a defensive standpoint, we kept 4 or 5 clean sheets, which is very good. We've kept all of our defenders from last season. We've still got Williams, Aina, Milenkovic, and Murillo. And of course, we've kept Matt Sells as well. So defensively, I think we're absolutely solid. And we have some pretty nice fixtures as well at the start of the season. I mean, that Brentford at home game, I'd expect a clean sheet there, especially with Mbumo going. Vista's probably going to go. It looks quite nice from a defensive standpoint. So yeah, I do really like this goalkeeper combination. Obviously, there's other 5 mil goalkeepers as well, such as Sanchez, that could make their way into this team. Which again, as I say, I'm not settled on these two goalkeepers, but it's just kind of the two that I put together right now. But there's a lot of good options out there. But either way, those are my current goalkeepers for FPL Game Week 1. Coming up next, let's take a look at the defenders. So I've gone Konza, De Kuyper, Cucurella, Van de Ven, and Wan-Bissaka. Again, Wan-Bissaka is just a player that has not changed at all from my very first draft. I just think that he's going to be so good this season with the defensive contributions. Don't really need to talk about him too much because, as I say, I talk about him in every single video. I did have Udogie, but now he's at Van de Ven, just simply because Udogie has picked up a slight injury. I don't know what the kind of damage of that injury is, whether he's going to be fine or not. He's just flagged on FPL. So when we get press conferences, everything like that, hopefully, he's given the all clear, because I do prefer Udogie to Van de Ven. Just because of his attacking threat. Even though Van de Ven potentially could get more defensive contributions, I just prefer that Udogie option instead. Cucurella's back in the team. I just feel like defensively, Liverpool are a little bit shaky lately. I don't know. They did concede 2 in the Community Shield yesterday. They've conceded a few pre-season. I know that Van Dijk is a solid player to bring in, 6 mil, but you've got the threat on corners. Obviously, Liverpool are arguably the best team or one of the best teams in the world right now. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're slipping up and they're just letting in some silly goals. Whereas Chelsea have looked very, very good pre-season. And Cucurella is just getting so attacking. He's just always in the box. And those Chelsea fixtures at the start of the season just look too good to pass up on. So I think I'm going to go for Cucurella over Van Dijk. I feel like a 6 mil defender is very much needed. But with the fixtures and how much of an attacking threat Cucurella is and the defensive contributions, I just really like him as an option right now. So I think I'm going to go with him over Van Dijk. Also brought in De Kuyper as well for 4.5 mil. Again, just a solid 4.5 mil defender. Scored yesterday or at the weekend. His first Brighton goal pre-season. Very attacking, defensive contributions. Yeah, really like him as an option. I don't think it's the situation as the same as last season where everybody brought in a Brighton fullback and then he just went to a different country. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think he should be sorted to be playing every single fixture, and yeah, I really, really like him going forward. Konza's another player that I just haven't gotten rid of yet. He could be any 4.5 mil defender, really, though. Villa have some really nice fixtures, so that's kind of why he's in the team. But as I say, there's a lot of other 4.5 mil defenders that I would like to bring in the team. But as I say, defensive contributions, relatively attacking on corners. Don't mind having him as an option right now. But yeah, either way, that is the back line for my current FPL Game Week 1 team. Moving on to the midfield, we've gone for Marlon, we've gone for Cole Palmer and Doy, we've gone for Salah, and I've still got Wirtz as well. Salah's a little bit slightly worrying. Like during that Community Shield game yesterday, he was very wide in regards to where the kind of like attacking was always going. I mean, he's absolutely butchered 2 penalties pre-season as well. I don't think he's going to lose pens, but imagine if he did. That would really shake things up. But yeah, Salah just didn't look super involved really, and you know, Ekitike looked really good. I feel like everything's kind of around Wirtz. Like Wirtz is looking really good. Obviously got an assist yesterday, had a really good chance that he skied, but yeah, got a lot of defensive contributions. He's just seemingly everything is getting played around him. So I feel like I'm definitely going to keep Wirtz in my team. 8.5 mil. I think he's aggressively underpriced. I thought he'd be at least 9, 9.5, potentially even 10. So for 8.5, I think he's an absolute steal. So he's in the team, and again, Mo Salah, just because he is the absolute GOAT of FPL, that's why he's in the team. But yeah, don't really like what I'm seeing from him in the way that Liverpool are kind of shaping up at the moment. Enjoy as well, Ndoye, however you pronounce his name. I keep getting it wrong. He's a 6.5 mil player that I think is very much getting a lot. He's getting a lot of hype around him, but for 6.5, he's on penalties. You know, he's got some alrightish fixtures at the start of the season. I think he's a relatively okay player to have. The other option is obviously Kudus, but I mean, there's a lot of other options, but the other one that kind of like people are umming and ahhing about are obviously Ndoye and then also Kudus. And I feel like Kudus is kind of like dropped a lot though. I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about him lately, but he's still a solid option. But yeah, I think the penalties definitely just kind of edge it a little bit for Ndoye. And then obviously Cole Palmer, Chelsea just looking very good pre-season. I really like him on penalties. 10.5 mil, very expensive player, but I feel like you'll get that money's worth out of all the points he's going to get you. And then Marlon as well has just looked very good pre-season. I really like him going forward. For 5.5 mil as well, I think he's an absolute bargain. If he keeps playing in that role that he's been playing pre-season, then yeah, I've got no worries about him at all. It kind of made the decision easier as well, because obviously Rodgers got that injury and he was in my team for like the majority of pre-season. But now that obviously, yeah, he's picked up that injury, we don't know how long he's going to be out for. Marlon's just kind of taken that role in my team as that kind of like Villa midfielder. And for 5.5 mil, like I know there's like Drewsbury Hall and stuff for 5 mil from Everton, and other players like that where you can really make money because obviously they're so that they're priced so cheaply that yeah, you can bring them in your team. They're going to be hopefully playing the majority of the games, then you can obviously spend that money elsewhere. But yeah, Marlon, I just really like him going forward. And again, Villa have some really good fixtures to start the season off, so yeah, not too worried about that. But either way, those are the midfielders for my current Game Week 1 team. Finishing things off, let's take a look at the strikers. So we currently have Watkins, Welbeck, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Fulkrog or something like that. But yeah, this is my current lineup right now. This has changed a lot because I think in the last video I had like I think I had Solanke, Welbeck, and then I think I also had like Strand Larsen as well. So that has changed quite considerably. I've just jumped on the Watkins train. He's just looked so good pre-season. He scored like 5 and 5. And he's potentially on penalties now as well. I think he's just a lock in my team. There is still, you know, that kind of idea that potentially he goes to Man United, but obviously with who they've just signed, I think that Watkins is just going to stay at Villa. But yeah, 9 mil on penalties, looks really good, looks really sharp pre-season. Absolutely fine having him. The only worry is I've got 3 Villa players, but I'm not going to be playing them all every week. Like, I'm not going to be playing Konza in Game Week 1. I'll probably be playing Cucurella, Van de Ven, and then Wan-Bissaka, you know, so I'm not going to be playing 3 Villa players every single week. But anyway, Watkins is in the team. Still got Welbeck as well. Again, his injury record's a little bit all over the shop, but should be on penalties. Should be getting 70 to 80 minutes every game. That he could be a different 6.5 mil strike though. He could be a Strand Larsen if I wanted to. I just haven't really decided. And then the final strike, yeah, there's a little bit of hype around him. I need to see some more information about him, some more data about him really to kind of finalize him in my team. But for 6 mil, if he's going to be playing every single fixture, then obviously it's going to look very good going forward. But yeah, I see like a lot of people bring him in, but when I take a proper look at him and stuff, I basically put him in because I couldn't afford another 6.5 mil striker. I could downgrade Matt Sellers to a 4.5 mil defender and then bring in somebody like you know, Strand Larsen or something. But I really want a piece of that Forest defense. João Pedro is another player that is just absolutely smashing it pre-season, and I feel like he's not on penalties now, so obviously he's lost a little bit of kind of that attraction, but at the same time he's been smashing it, and I know that he's going to be competing with other strikers as well for that, you know, forward position, but he's just looked so good. So I might rue the idea of not having him in my squad, but I just think there's too many doubts really for him to really just have him in my team for every single fixture. But either way, those are the strikers for my current Game Week 1 team. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider leaving a like down below. Let's try and hit 100 likes. Leave a comment. What are your Game Week 1 teams looking like as of right now for the first FPL week this weekend? Remember, it starts this Friday. But yeah, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time,